Well, howdy!
That was piercing.
Wouldn't you fancy that? We're back here for another duel here in the sand.
Oh, I'm already dying. I'm already just bleeding out on the
I'm
ground.
sorry to hear, Sheriff, but that means it's back to a lawless land.
Yep, you're gonna have to get along, little doggies, on your own.
Well, I'll be getting along so long as that dirty dog Dakota doesn't show his mug around here.
Oh, good news. He's taking the day off today, I think. I haven't seen him around these parts, at least.
Well, then maybe the sun will shine today after all.
Yep. There'll be no cloud named Dakota in the sky.
Bartender, round on me!
I hope you do this the entire time.
I don't know that I could just because of my vocal cords.
Yeah, you would be dead after like 40 minutes.
Ooh, you give me way too much credit.
I mean, I was thinking you'd push it real hard.
Man, I'm dead after maybe almost a minute.
Yeah, that was about a minute and a half. It's just too much. Alrighty. Well,
That might have actually killed Dakota, though.
that may have actually killed Dakota. He is here. He's just being a little shy. You gotta coax him out with some peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
See? Yeah, we got you.
Go on.
Got your little peanut butter snack after the show.
Yeah, we loaded it up into this rubber Kong. So here you go, bud.
Creamy or chunky?
Well, technically, Chunky is both.
Yeah.
But good news, we've got two Kongs.
Don't patronize me.
Do you like creamy or chunky?
Creamy.
I'm the same way.
I
I'm
guess
very.
I'm the odd one out.
I'm
the
big on.
stinky monkey over here.
It's a texture thing with me.
Yeah.
Same.
Anyway, welcome to the peanut butter episode, everybody.
Never been
That's
peanut
it.
better.
You hear that, Chet? Why don't you tell us here? Tell us your favorite peanut butters in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Put your peanut butters in chat.
Yeah. Spam your favorite peanut butter themed emotes right now.
Look,
Let me see what I've got.
we got Peanut Butter Gamer. We got Jiffy Girl.
No way. I actually have a nut emote.
Oh, wow.
Peanut
Matt
butter
loves peanut
salad.
butter salad.
That sounds disgusting.
No, it's where you toss peanut butter
Uh-huh.
and peanuts
Uh-huh.
and jelly
Okay.
in a bowl and pretend it's healthy.
Oh, and then you throw some...
Some croutons in there.
Yeah. Maybe some green onions. Just chop them up.
Are the croutons what makes it chunky?
And the peanuts.
No, that's what makes it salad.
Oh, sorry. I don't eat either, so the logistics are lost on me.
What do you eat?
Not often.
I'm in the mood. You guys want to get on to this first prompt?
Yeah, we can. Surprisingly enough, has nothing to do with peanut butter.
Yeah. We fooled you guys.
Well, little do you know the word that Aaron gave me.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah, it might.
Still has nothing to do with peanut butter.
No. I did not go, all right, Travis, I want yours to be peanut butter. Okay, Dakota, yours is jelly. That would have been funny.
Well, that might fit for our last
Oh, true.
our last prompt of the day. That might be a good fit.
You guys have to stick around to find out what that is.
They don't have to stick around too long to find out what this first one
Nope,
is.
because it's right on screen right now. Majora's Mask. So I gave these two cowpokes a prompt each, and they're gonna make a Majora's Mask, and then also a use of it, or some form of it in action. We'll see. I would bet real money that America's Nard would like peanut butter crouton. I'd try it.
Yeah, about to say I wouldn't go against you on that one.
I would definitely. try
It depends on the dressing. Like, I love some good Thai peanut, I don't know,
Yeah.
dishes.
Absolutely. Alrighty, you guys ready? Is that the aspect ratio or whatever that you want? I'm not calling you out on it. I'm just curious.
Who you asking for me?
Either. Travis is in
Uh,
portrait, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, mine's
yeah.
mine's fine. Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're drawing the mask, right?
It was the mask, and then if you have time or whatever, like Link or whoever using it, or at least holding it, or just in some form of action.
Oh, yeah, that's easy peasy. For me.
Awesome.
What are you
Okay,
trying to say?
that he's
You'll see.
a smart boy.
All right.
Okay. On your mark, get set. 3, 2, 1, draw. I got confused there in my brain.
There we go. Do. All right, so Travis, I don't know. This immediately, I'm smelling shenanigans. What's going on?
Yeah, I think you're just paranoid, my man.
And you've given me good reason to be. Now answer the question.
You have no reason to suspect shenanigans.
Travis has not pulled any shenanigans. I will give you my word.
Yeah, I mean, we're both operating off of similar build-up here.
All right, just want to make sure,
Yeah,
Just
I've given you both equal treatment.
something about the way this started just gave me an inkling, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I trust those yellow belly cowards.
Listen,
Us yellow belly cowards?
What are you talking about?
Them's fighting words.
Oh, absolutely.
look here. I've never shied away from a challenge. So, you want to fight? I mean, let's fight. Let's do it.
I want to, but I've kind of been forced into it.
Oh, okay.
By my own words.
I'm very shonen of you.
Listen. I gotta be the Hokage.
You're gonna be the King Hokage.
Yeah, of the demon world.
Yep.
Sheriff Hokage at your service.
Sheriff Hokage was a bit much for me.
Yeah, I like Sheriff Senpai, please.
This is a Colt 45, Cold Steel Jutsu.
Colt spelled C-U-L-T, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no reason to be doing this in brush. Might as well just do it in ink.
Delete it all.
Leader.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ooh, that's nasty looking.
I like the start you got here, Dakota.
Thank you.
Travis, yours is looking good too.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Oh no.
I'll just part the curtains a little bit. He deleted his work and has a line.
Oh. Wait, what? You know what? You said you'd like these to be a surprise, so I'm not gonna look
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
stream.
Don't look at the stream.
Inadvertently, it means I'm not looking at chat, so if you call me out, I'll get to it later. Apologies.
Okay. There is a way to pull up chat and only chat.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
you can pop out.
But if I tab over now, I'll see it because I had it on autoplay.
God.
So just in the spirit
Yeah, I think
of Christmas.
that'll be best.
Oh, Christmas in July.
Oh my god, it is June.
It's almost over, Aaron.
I've been in a coma.
Okay, fair.
I only wake up for these streams. And then I go back to sleep.
I mean, my editor probably thinks I'm doing the same, but
Are you?
no. I don't know why I said that. My editor's actually really happy with me.
Today's theme is well, there's an underlying theme, but the obvious theme is video game.
You, the eagle-eyed viewer,
Yeah.
pick up what the underlying theme is?
Yeah, tell us at the end. Or
I have to say, I think it gets a little more evident with each one.
I think so, yeah. But I mean, you don't have to wait till the end. Just tell us, and we'll laugh at you if you're wrong.
And despite my horrible, egregious lies, it is not peanut butter.
Yes, it is not peanut butter.
That could be a red herring.
Maybe next week it'll be peanut butter.
I would love to have Peanut Butter Gamer on for an entirely peanut butter themed episode.
Is this somebody you actually know?
No,
No.
it's a YouTuber.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had mentioned them earlier, so I can understand your confusion.
It was just such a confident name drop. I was like, is this just somebody I know, or?
I mean,
Well, if you do, then we have an N.
Yeah.
No, turns out I don't know anyone like that.
Turns out we could only afford potato chip gamer.
Yeah. Did you get them on a crispy day or a wavy day?
Whatever his mom bought at the time.
Oof.
Yeah.
Off brand.
It was whatever they had at Aldi's.
Mm-hmm. And they also they didn't have any of the good flavors, so I mean, he's not very happy today.
Oh yeah, they had, I don't know, Stinkfoot and black peppercorn,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They had
which his dad likes, but no one else really does.
I think that's why he buys them, so no one will eat them.
Secret chips just for dad.
Yeah, they had cinnamon wasabi.
Oh. I'm so
That's
happy.
a lot of flavor.
Yep.
So happy I ate before this. Jesus Christ.
That is just a burn your mouth concoction.
Burn your mouth, burn your nose.
Yep. Burn every orifice. Every last one.
Burn your local orifice, everybody.
Yep.
Local? Just, the community one.
Whichever one's closest.
As opposed to, my global orifice.
Yeah, my outsourced orifice.
My mail order orifice.
Yeah, it turned out to be a lot cheaper to send this one overseas.
Yeah.
For the amount of work it's doing.
My mortgaged orifice.
Ew. The town orifice just sounds real gross.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if any of these have sounded anything but to you, I'm worried.
A lot of them sounded butt to me.
Yeah. And then just no comment from Dakota. Okay.
I mean, I proposed it. I figured mine was a given.
No, fair.
Are you holding your breath? I was the one who was initially like, no. Don't try to disparage me.
I'm sorry. It's the only thing I got.
Yeah, well, I believe that.
You'd think after like what, 13 episodes or something. I don't know how long we've been doing this.
Yeah, it's just, you can't be bothered to keep time when you're having fun, right?
That's right. I do.
We also haven't installed a clock tower in this town yet.
Yeah.
Our base of operations.
We just have a sundial. And really it's just a stick in the ground. They what?
According to the stick, it's past. Time to whoop Dakota's ass.
Boy, get out here.
Sorry, it's a national holiday. You can't do that.
We're in international dirt.
Dirt, international dirt. They really fought over this one.
Everyone was like, this place is a shithole. We don't want it.
Someone in the back like misunderstood it all, and it's like, yeah, it is a shithole.
There we go, back to butts.
I do love the idea that it's international because nobody wants it.
Yep.
Everyone's just been misinterpreting national or international waters for years.
Yep.
Hey, we ain't enforcing any laws in that particular patch.
We don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. The place doesn't exist. It's not on any maps. None of the maps we make, at least.
We just added them out in Photoshop.
Gotta ask him, how you been? I don't know if you're still here, but I hope you've been well. We're at about...
How have you been, Aaron?
How have I been? How have I been? Oh, man, I was real tired yesterday. But I'm okay. I haven't really been up to much. I've been playing a city builder called Timberborn. It's a city builder, but all the citizens are beavers.
Oh.
That's cool. The main draw of it, other than that, is that you get like a lot of your stuff has to do with rivers, and after so many days, a drought will happen, and you'll have to figure out how to mitigate the drought, either by like damming up the river to keep a water supply, or trying to build storage to have enough water to make it last. And you can like divert the river and stuff, and you know, build a city. It's pretty fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting concept to make it about beavers.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I haven't been up to much. Been working like usual.
Ain't that just the way?
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I recently bought the John Wick trilogy.
Ooh.
So, excited to watch those at some point.
I really enjoyed the first two.
That's kind of what I've heard, is that the first two are good.
Oh, I just haven't seen the third.
Oh. I think people said that the third is a little more outlandish. I don't really know, because I was like, it always seemed kind of goofy to me.
There's an odd amount of believability in a lot of what happens. Like, the myth of the main character that they build up actually is... They do a good job selling it.
Okay.
Surprisingly so, because I was definitely a skeptic going in as well.
I mean, I don't think the outlandishness or anything like that would really bother me. I mean, I watch fucking anime, so who am I to judge?
Weeb.
Yeah, that's definitely what it seemed like. Is just such a gonzo concept. It could have been an anime character.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many animes that just have, you know, the best guy as the protagonist.
It was a comic.
Oh, it was?
One of my teachers did the graphic novel.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. I had no idea. Did it still look like, what's his face?
Originally, no, and they actually made him redo every single face in it.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds... I mean, it sounds like it would pay a good amount, but... Fuck, that sounds like a lot of work.
Never got to know what his pay was, but I mean, Gio did good work.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, that's not even my only story about a Giovanni today.
Oh?
Because there's Giovanni, my teacher from Cubert, and then there's also Giovanni, my brother, who I owe a big thanks to because he helped me fix my car along with my stepdad today.
Oh,
it was minor issues, but I wasn't driving it because I didn't know at the time. And, well, Giovanni, if you're here, thank you, and also please stop watching.
Yes.
This isn't for you.
Run. You don't want to see what comes next.
Actually, if you want to follow us on YouTube and go find a one particular episode.
Which episode, Travis?
Oh, you know.
I do know. I do know.
If I ever hear about it from my brother, it's going to be the episode that ruined our friendship.
You and your brothers?
No, Travis and I.
Why would it do that?
Because you exposed this to my brother. How could you?
You can
Are
find
you not proud of your art?
proud.
I don't think you misunderstand a relationship that me and my dad's side of the family has. Boy, would that cause some fuss. Be an issue.
Yeah.
There'd be a brawl at the saloon.
They just don't understand good art, Dakota. Good art is transgressive.
I think I could convince them with just about anything I've done except for that.
We are at 15 minutes.
And I hope you realize I'm only saying this because it's not finished, Travis.
So when it's finished, it's gonna change minds and change lives.
Oh yeah, it's a Christmas gift.
Ooh.
I know that I'm gonna hang it up in my bedroom. I'm gonna get it framed.
Well, I figured you were gonna get the body pillow.
Both?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get the two-part set.
I'm gonna have like a whole Arnold shrine in my closet of that.
Honestly, fitting to the theme.
Yeah. And we made out of...
You don't know what we're talking about. Go to our YouTube and look up our 90s Nick episode.
Oh, I posted.
I really hope you labeled that Nick at Night.
Fuck.
Time to edit.
Yep. Where were you when I was uploading this?
Probably asleep.
You could have crowdsourced. We have a Discord.
We do have a Discord.
Not my fault you never thought to ask for our input on the episode names. Just the same way it's not my fault I never asked for your input on the Instagram shit. Are you changing it now? What's going on?
Me? No. I was thinking about One Piece.
Fair. Oh yeah, where are you now?
Luffy and Kaido are fighting 1v1.
Boy, that did not narrow it fucking down at all.
Let's see. Big Mom just told her Cloud to go die. Or
Okay, that actually does help a lot.
yeah.
And you still got a good bit of way to go.
Oh yeah, I'm still over a year behind.
Well, just to entice you, the most recent chapter, holy shit.
Oh yeah, they just updated yesterday.
Oh wow.
Man, some stuff happens.
I mean, I could spend this whole episode just reading One Piece. If you guys want.
I mean, you know, that's cool. Leave us high and dry. We didn't want any assistance, but what do you think, Travis?
About?
I mean, Maybe we could do that as a bonus stream this Thursday. It's just Aaron reading One Piece.
Quietly.
Yeah. Just every once in a while you hear, oh, so that's what they're doing.
Oh, that's cool. Dope. Oh no, Luffy.
Just have.
Oh no, Luffy.
That's it. That's all I get.
Yep.
Just randomly insert characters that don't belong every now and then.
Yeah. Son Goku. I like I forget her name. Yamato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's cool.
He's a cool character.
I want my D&D character to have that club weapon now. I forget what they're called.
Oh yeah, the
Kanabo, I think.
Bakano,
I don't know.
maybe.
Fuck no.
Is this episode Western themed or weeb themed? What's going on?
Well, the whole show is loosely Western themed.
Loosely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I just want confirmation.
we're not good enough showrunners to carry a theme through an entire episode.
No idea what you're talking about. We've never dropped a bit.
It's like 3 hours of commitment. I can't.
2.5. You're kind of upselling it.
I gotta get people to be disappointed in me somehow.
Isn't that like inherently like already true? Like just most people don't believe others, or in others, I should say.
I mean, I don't believe in most people.
Maybe, am I just a pessimist?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I should preface I don't believe in people until I meet them. The second they're in person, I'm like, all right, yeah.
You don't
exist.
believe they exist, or
Yeah, no, it's like if I cover my eyes, they can't see me.
oh yeah, well I mean that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, no. It's kind of like the same loyalty of a dog. It's an enemy until it walks through the door, then it's my friend.
So what is this metaphorical threshold? Just
What? There's not.
is it eyesight based? As
Uh,
soon as you see them,
Yeah, basically, which is why the prompt I've been given by Aaron's kind of an existential crisis.
wait a second.
Are you incorporeal? Are you a ghost?
I'm not. We've
Aaron, what
met.
did you do?
What did you do?
Oh no, Travis is onto something.
He's on to his bullshit. That's what he's on.
Yeah, never leave it.
Yeah, like why is? Of course he is. It's Travis.
That's true.
Alright, are you two in cahoots?
Are you two in cahoots?
Oh, hold on. Which one of us was being paranoid earlier?
You were. Like, there's no question about that, but
As I said before, Travis has done no foul play. Neither has Dakota. Everything's fine.
That leaves one person to do foul play.
Well, I also
Well,
think
there's-
that's usually a given, though, right?
I'm always doing foul play.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
It's a
I try to call him out on it every stream, but you know he's the law of the land.
it's a universal constant, Travis.
ACAB applies to our loosely appointed sheriff.
Oh, is today the day?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's riot in the streets.
Okay,
Okay.
have fun.
Peaceful protest. We come back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So what, am I supposed to pause the timer?
I don't know. That's not our problem, is it, Travis?
Okay.
I hear that.
That was an upside down ice cream. What the fuck are you? What are you? Did you make it? Okay, you made it an upside down ice cream. Did you just do that just to get Travis to leave?
Pretty sure he's still here.
Nope.
But no, that's just my excuse.
Do a little more.
Oh no, I'm just bullshitting. Whatever time happens, happens. Because this is gonna just take time no matter what I do.
Yeah, it's a little ambitious, which I apologize for.
Yeah, and I remember I brought that up last night. I didn't care. I figured as long as you get the mask done, all good.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just focusing on that, because I also have an out for, you know, why it might not be filled in.
I got you.
And I do plan to attempt that as soon as this fly gets out of my face.
No, Fly. Stay. Bother him.
Travis, don't you put this voodoo on me.
Still going through Bad Kids Part 2.
Oh, cool.
Dimension.
Fantasy High.
Yeah, Dimension 20.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, I did not follow that at all.
Looking for new anime. You guys have suggestions out the internet?
Fantasy High is my favorite anime.
It would be a pretty cool anime.
I've been going through Ranking of Kings still.
Good show.
Just enjoying it an episode at a time.
Yeah. For me, it was one of those that I just couldn't stop watching. I just want
Yeah,
it
like
flows really well.
it's interesting because I guess it's the point is that you can't really get a gauge off of any single character.
Yeah. Except for what's his name, Boshi. Is it Boshi?
Oh, the main character.
What was his name? Yeah, the main
You're
character.
talking about the shadow guy, or
The main character.
Oh,
Oji?
yeah.
Oji?
Boji.
Boji. Okay, I knew it was weird. Yeah, you can kind of tell what he's gonna do. That's just
Oh yeah,
because he's a
'Cause-
good guy.
he's wholesome.
Yeah.
Like me?
Yeah. Dakota, you're your own protagonist.
Well, I think that's just how everyone thinks.
No, some people decidedly think that they're side characters.
Oh.
People with low self-esteem. Not that I would know.
Yeah, that didn't convince me.
Which part of it?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I won't because it doesn't bother me. Just so you guys know, 3 minutes. Oh boy.
Well, I'm not gonna put any rendering on this because I can't.
That's fair. I can give you guys some extra time.
Nah, we got other prompts to get to. That's alright.
Yeah.
This can be a revisit later on for other chill streams.
Yeah, if you like it.
Never said that.
Well, I like it. I've been playing User.
I don't know what that is.
It's you know Harmonic.
Yeah.
They made a DJ mixtape game.
DJ Hero 2?
Essentially. You get 4 different tracks you can play down, and each song that you pick out in your crate has, generally speaking, a drum, bass, lead, and vocals that you can put down.
Okay.
And yeah, you just, make up mashups, go to the beat. You can change, the tempo or the I can't think right now. Scale. What the fuck am I trying to think of? You know, C scale, G scale, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. The key.
Yeah, key. You can change it between a major and minor key. You can do like effects on them. It's real fun.
Yeah. What's it called again?
Fuser, Fuser.
Oh, okay.
It came out a couple of years ago. Obviously, didn't get super popular, but it is more niche than like Rock Band.
Yeah. I want to from this layer.
What else have
And they got a cheeseburger in paradise in that game.
They might. There is DLC. They've got.
I mean, that's the only reason to play any harmonics games.
That's right. They've got Never Gonna Give You Up, and I don't know what that pirate song is called, but the recent popular pirate song. It's not a new song.
Like from Lazy Town, or
No, like shanty.
Weatherman.
Yes, they have that as well.
Ooh.
Guess what, fellas?
Playing to the trends.
Yep,
What's that?
that's time. So get your last little deets in, and then we can get to talking about these.
Let's see.
Yeah, here, Fly. I'm trying to finish art.
The fly just wants to help.
Yeah, well, it's gonna help by getting the hell out of my face.
It's gonna Rat Boy Genius. No, wait, not Rat Boy Genius.
Huh?
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 What?
What?
Ratatouille.
Oh, never seen it.
Me neither. I played Kingdom Hearts 3.
Don't touch the stuff.
But yeah, he wants to just land on your hand and then control your pen.
Yeah, he's gonna pull your hair.
I mean, alright, I'm in so far.
You're into flies and hair pulling.
Listen, I didn't hear about who was doing it, I just heard about what was happening.
The fly.
Oh, never mind, a little less into it,
Yeah,
I'll be
have you
honest.
seen Jeff Goldblum's The Fly?
Literally my only knowledge of that song is of that movie is a song about the movie.
I know nothing.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum from The Fly is gonna pull your hair.
Hot. Okay, you guys ready? Rough.
Yeah, good. I might just keep pecking stuff out and only
Okay.
talk though.
Well, you can look at stream now. Dakota, you go first. What was your what was your inspiration and all that?
I got invisibility.
Nice.
Let me pop open stream because I haven't seen Travis's. But yeah, no, so Chameleon Mask pretty on the nose, but I felt like it'd just be fun. I thought the kicker would be I like it more when the mask is still pretty visible, but the rest of him isn't.
Oh yeah.
So that's like that mask design a whole lot.
It's super cool. I couldn't comment on it much while it was going.
And I just threw in some slight background to help sell the fact that it's transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say much better executed than mine.
Oh, you had the same word.
Yep.
I had a feeling that's what your reaction was about, but I didn't want to say it. I love the short arm.
Yeah, I kind of half-assed this one. I got caught up and wasted a bunch of time without really thinking about it, but...
I do like that we did two completely different creatures, though.
Yeah, I was kind of going for more a mimic octopus. And I was just going to do a mask, but didn't think I could do I could use half an hour effectively in just a mask.
Yeah. I was gonna render mine, and then he said the time, so I'm just like, fuck it, let's slam in a really quick cloak.
I think the cloak would...
No, I really like how you came about with that one.
I'm not gonna lie, when he gave me the prompts, he gave us the prompts like an hour before the show, just so everyone knows. When he gave me mine, I thought about it in like 3 minutes before the show, and I was like, I've never drawn anything invisible before.
Oh, cool.
Fuck. So the whole time I'm like, I hope I can pull this off.
I think it comes across, and if you did some background through the character, it would look even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you sort of displace it a little.
Yeah, that's probably this might be one I come back to. We'll see.
Yeah, I love the mouth on the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was trying to like. To me, that's like the only real like mask feel. Other than it all looking a little like it all kind of looks a little rigid,
Mm-hmm.
but that was like the only element that felt like a mask to me when I was making it.
And you can eat with it on. You just pop it off. I like it.
No, you can't. You're trying to be sneaky. There's no eating.
What if you get hungry?
Let me think about it. No.
Okay. Well, Travis, how did you feel about yours? And what was your inspiration?
Not exceptionally well. I was trying to do a mimic octopus, and I just don't think I used my time effectively, and none of it really came together especially well.
Well,
Yeah.
it's always next time.
Yeah, I mean, I did use the prompt itself to cheat doing like any of the body.
True. I thought...
I originally intended to do full body. I just time snuck up on me as well.
Yeah, we could have done this for the 60 and it'd been fine.
I kind of like today's 60 more though.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I gave you guys the same prompt. I thought it'd be funny. I was hoping you wouldn't talk about it all the whole time, and then whenever you say yours, Travis just loses his shit.
That is
No,
kind of
don't
what
worry,
happened just in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called you out and lost my shit well in advance.
Yep. He. Do you guys need to go use the bathroom, or do you want to move on to the next one?
You can explain the prompt while I get some water, because I mean, I think I understand the gist of it.
Okay.
All right, so I'll be right back.
Yep. So, the next prompt is going to be a Binding of Isaac character. Now, this doesn't have to be, at least in my eyes, a playable or main character or whatever. It can be, an enemy. It could be a boss. It could be like an event, like a new shopkeep or something. You can make dad instead of mom. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it'd be pretty fun. Do you have anything to add, Travis? Or any questions?
No, I may have to ask you after I get mine going whether it's a playable character or like a mini boss or boss.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to just make you guys do like an Isaac or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
I figured that was easiest because it is a, half-hour prompt.
Yeah. It's up to you guys how complicated you want to go with it.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So it doesn't... Sorry?
Oh, go ahead.
It doesn't have to be like a playable character. It can be like a boss or an enemy or like a shopkeep or whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was going to be my only question.
Oh, perfect. Yep. So you guys can do whatever you want within the 30 minutes, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Also, please remove that badge.
But you lost last time.
I said please.
Okay.
Defeats any
Thank you.
conceit of this being a competition.
True, that's true.
No, I'm just doing the typical American thing and abusing anything I can.
Oh, Um, you get 4 points.
Acceptable, thank you.
4 tiers. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot our points were tiers.
Yeah, so the more we whine, the more tears we get.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm winning this episode for sure.
Alrighty, I got 30 on the clock. 3, a 2, a 1, draw.
So, what's your experience with Binding of Isaac, Dakota?
Very little. Mostly through streamers and watching it on Twitch, and not a lot even at that. So, you know, I know a decent enough to do this prompt, that's for sure, but I've never played it, so...
Ooh, I think you might like it.
It's something I've considered. Like, maybe I stream it, maybe I play it, we'll see.
Yeah, I'd definitely give it a go, especially if you can get it on the cheap.
Yeah, I was actually
Because
looking at
not to
price.
say it's not worth it, because like they've added so much to the game, and even like out the gate they had so much. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I got sidetracked again because fucking fly was on my mic. This guy's gonna be. We're just. You know, he's my roommate now. I was gonna get angry, but turn over a new leaf. Now he's my friend.
It's a sentinel from your dentist just to make sure you've been keeping up all that work that was done.
I'm not gonna say anything else today. Now I'm afraid.
Just like in Catherine, how ants are spies of witches,
In Catherine.
flies are spies of dentists.
Catherine? The game?
Oh, I heard an ambulance outside, and I thought it was my sister's cat at first.
Your cats often screech.
Yes.
Big whines.
Do they do that when they think they're alone?
Yeah. Because the cat is often alone,
Do you still not?
unfortunately.
You still not have AC?
I get that. One of my old cats used to be that way.
Yeah, I mean, they're, for as independent as they are, they're social creatures.
Yeah, but only when they want to be.
Yeah.
Do you still not have AC?
I've never, like, had it entirely shit out, but it hasn't been able to keep up, especially over this past weekend.
Oh, it's been hellishly hot recently.
Yeah, and also, like, it's hell on my power bill, because, you know, it's still trying to run, but the extent of it running is just to keep it about 80 degrees in the apartment.
Right.
Otherwise, it'd be much worse. Like, it'd be
Unbearable.
90 degrees plus in the apartment. But yeah, hopefully getting fixed this this coming Friday.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll fucking see. I'm just very tired. I'm tired of dealing with companies and just companies that have like really bad intercompany communication. And it just becomes a problem for everyone involved. And also having to answer to a landlord and I don't know, just my First world problems.
Your bullshit tolerance.
Yeah. I can't stand these minor inconveniences in my life.
Ugh. I mean, I've got clean water, got calories, caloric intake, but man, am I a little sweaty.
Right.
No, I feel you. That shit sucks.
So, Aaron, I believe you were the one who introduced me to Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
What was your experience with the game? Like, how did you get turned on to it?
Let me think. What did you make before? Let me see if that was. I played it since it first came out. I probably found it first because I had played Super Meat Boy, which is the game he made before that.
Oh, I didn't know that was him.
Yep, and then yeah, that's probably just where that came from. It was. I'm pretty sure I played it since it came out. I don't know when I bought it. I don't think I can really check on Steam. I've put in too many hours in that game and the subsequent DLCs and re-releases.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a pretty big deal within our friend group at the time.
Yeah, I've put in hundreds of hours. Like, too much. And I've still never 100%ed it. Because it keeps getting harder and harder to every couple of years.
Yeah, like I never got terribly far in it at all, just because I'm bad at video games.
Oh, it's also not an easy game. And once you get used to it, it starts to get a little easier, and then you unlock harder stuff, and it gets worse. In fact, whenever you unlock when you pass the first wall, the game has a little pop-up that says everything got worse. And
doesn't that happen a couple times too?
Yes, or some variant of it, yeah. That water's boiling. I'll be right back.
I'm just bad at video games, so I don't think I ever actually beat it more than twice.
I think I'm probably right there with you on this one, of like barely ever touching it or beating it. I actually remember seeing you play it, I think, back in college days.
Oh yeah, that would have been the time for it. Like, I tried and I tried, and try as I might, I never improved significantly at it.
I have gone a visceral, graphic one with this.
Yeah, like, curious to see what you come up with, considering your familiarity with it.
I feel like it's something that might fit in it. We'll see.
It's a really good game. If you're looking for a time waster, I don't know if there's much.
Yeah.
It just keeps on giving.
But also, it's just so, like, I wouldn't call it a time waster in the same way that there are so many just nothing games.
True.
Like, there's so much effort, heart, and story put into the whole game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't mean to disparage it. It's super well made and super. There was a lot of thought into it. I forget, and Dakota's touching on this, how gross it is.
Oh yeah, it's very cutesy gross.
Yeah.
Aaron, I think I have my name for it.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I've just become, like, after you play it for, I'd say maybe 10 hours or so, you get really desensitized to the grossness. But I love the cutesy gross aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's actually the kind of aesthetic that got me into drawing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What, anything in particular?
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I think it was always just a natural fascination with the things I didn't know a lot about. I don't really think there was any particular sparker. And I know the thing that pushed me into being a career artist was definitely comic books, which, if you've been here a minute, you obviously know about me. But the early days interest in art, back when I thought of it nothing more than a hobby, was definitely just that. And I don't really know if there was a catalyst. I'm sure there is, and it's been so long.
Aqua Teen, maybe?
Very well could have had something to do with Aqua Teen. That, like many people we know, that era of television really shaped me. God help us all. But yeah, there's a general theme around mine. And I'll explain it when we're done.
Yeah, you don't want to give away the special sauce.
Oh, buddy. Come on.
What?
You know, looking at this, that's just a ooh phrase.
I've actually been looking for a new roguelike to play, because I've just played so much Isaac. And I mean, there's a billion out there.
I'm about to say, do you have any, like, I might be able to recommend a few?
I made my favorite.
How often I watch streams?
My favorite's Isaac, so.
Shit. I do know of a Western themed one that's kind of like Isaac, but it's partial bullet hell too.
Is it Into the Gungeon?
Like a little more traditionally than Isaac.
Is it good?
No. I figured you would know about Into the Gungeon. What was it called? Fuck. It was like space Western themed, but more Western.
Don't know.
I'll have to look it up after the stream and tell you.
Yeah.
Do let us know.
Please do.
In fact, post it on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, please do.
And then everyone out there can follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
But what?
And find out later.
But why would you want to follow us on YouTube, Travis?
'Cause you can catch our VODs there indefinitely. And coming up soon, we'll have Dakota's art classes uploaded for real.
Ooh, we can do a playlist.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on it. It's just, those ones have required more editing.
Sorry.
Oh,
well, I have good
not
news.
your fault.
Bad.
First one is entirely on me.
Okay. I do have good news, bad news related to that, though.
What's that?
Which one do you want first?
Give me the bad news. I'm a glutton for punishment.
You won't have to edit one of those anytime soon.
Are we not doing any art schools anytime soon?
No, the good news is it's only postponed for another week. Because we've kind of been doing every other week, but I have to focus on work since it's the end of the month. So if you do a stream this week, I can hang out, but that's about the limit.
Gotcha. And I mean, we will do a stream this week, so come find us on Thursday. Join in the fun. Last week I worked on a piece from the Monday prior,
Which one did you work on?
and the Super Mario Galaxy one.
Oh, yeah.
The video game box art one, yeah.
You'll have to... Did you finish it?
No, I did not.
Okay. Do you...
In fact, I made surprisingly little progress on it.
Do you think that's what you're gonna work on again, or do you not know yet? I guess we'll know by the end.
We'll see. Like, I have been working on it since. Man, do I need to work on my speed. But, yeah, maybe I'll bring it back. But I also just want to let the spirit move me.
Fair, yeah.
Well, do you want to work on speed being the next class?
Yeah.
That one's going to be a little more difficult, but that's something we can do.
Just cut them up in like...
I'm Dead to Clown. You heard it here first, folks.
Just do like 20-minute speed demos.
That's kind of what's going to be happening in a sense. We're going to try a couple different things.
Oh, you've already got planned.
Oh, yeah.
Teacher.
Teacher's going on smoke break. Talk to Lenny. And Lenny's just like the broom in the corner.
It's a mop. It's got some googly eyes stuck to it.
What is this coloring technique that you're using? Dakota.
Weird.
Called being fucking lazy.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like you were using a tool or...
No, right now I'm just blocking in color.
Gotcha.
I do have a plan of approach with this one though. I'm going to block in the color, go back in with the same tool I originally colored it with for shading and highlights, and kind of give it that same textured feel. And then I'll probably go back in afterwards and delete all the extra things I've put in that aren't necessary.
Well,
Delete your art.
10 pastes, delete your art. We've got about 12 and a half minutes. You guys are making good progress. That's definitely not a playable character.
Oh, absolutely not.
I would definitely say that's just a boss.
That was the intent.
What was it you that was going to ask me, or was that Travis?
That was me.
Oh, whoops. I think yours could be a playable character.
Yeah, I think it'd be one of those fun kind of tough to play ones.
Yeah, like I was thinking, if it gets hit, like to half health, it just splits, and then you have to control.
See, I was thinking it split the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of having like the, one set of keys for the tiers, one set of keys for the movement, you're controlling both halves, and either they've got some kind of weapon augment, so they're constantly firing, or they're firing as long as they're moving.
Yeah, I could see just sort of like Vampire Survivors, where they're just on a global timer firing. So just every second or whatever, and then whenever you get attack speed, it would just speed that up.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
But that's so gross.
You're welcome.
Little prolapse anus.
No.
No?
I mean, that fits the theme.
Yeah.
I think there are several prolapsed anus bosses.
There probably are.
Listen, mine is more gastrointestinal.
not astro
You're not
Dang.
denying the claim, though.
intense.
Well, it was. You know what? It's not an anus. It's an intestine.
Which is just a series of ani.
Travis. It's not an anus.
I don't believe you.
Stop trying to make everything I make into booty.
I don't have to.
What are you trying to say?
It already is.
Buddy? Guy? Just let me draw what I want to draw, alright? Can you fucking stop?
Oh, I never told you to stop drawing what you want to draw. I'm here for it, just no one abuts a butt.
Alright, well. Look at me, Mom. Here I am, drawing assholes again on Twitch.
Have y'all talked about this previously? You said again.
He knows what I do. So, I mean...
I'm an artist, Ma!
You wouldn't understand. Just gotta find a color that's a little more suited to this. That works. Yeah, it seems like we're just flying through this one compared to our usual pace.
Yeah. I've just got a few finishing touches to put on mine.
Yeah, if you guys finish up early, we can always move on.
Yeah, I mean,
Cause you still got 8 minutes, so
yeah.
I'll probably be making use of it.
okay.
Ooh, this art style brings back memories.
What's it bring back? What sort of?
Just memories of playing Binding of
Oh
Isaac
yeah, yeah.
and sinking so much time into it.
And never getting good, just like League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at my Steam, and just on Rebirth, I have 400 hours.
I'm gonna check mine, see where I'm at. Oh wait, I might not have, it'll save your information across computers, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
Usually.
Yeah, I've got about 600. To be fair, runs can take, an hour.
Oh yeah.
That's where that comes from. Which is why I was saying it's a good time waster, because once...
Stop that.
Stop what?
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, sorry. I got surprised.
Would you like to restart and not save any of your progress? Yes?
No?
Okay.
No?
Well, here we go.
Stop! Dad!
In real Binding of Isaac fashion.
Yep.
Slam that R key.
That's
Roguelike, baby.
actually something I don't do, and don't like that speedrunners do, but I definitely understand why speedrunners do it. They
Do what?
They spam the R key to restart their runs over and over until they get a gold room at the start or an item that they like.
Also, I have 100 hours put into this game.
Still kicks your butt.
Oh yeah. I think that's the most amount of time I've put into any game except for maybe a Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy X. Or League, yeah, I'm sure League takes the cake.
Yeah, with League,
Because as much as I hate it, I play to this day.
I've mostly kicked it, but then people are like, "You want to play League?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Hey, Aaron, what are you doing after the show?
Feeding some kittens, and making
Don't say play League, don't say play
making
League.
some ramen.
You know, play some League.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
What? I
have to work. Sorry, I didn't think you'd ever accept. Whoops.
Oh. All right.
My bad.
I definitely won't update League of Legends and look at the new character.
Look, I will gladly sacrifice my work time if you want to play.
Wouldn't say I want to, just that I will. That's the addiction
Okay.
talking.
I don't want to do heroin, but I am.
Gonna do it.
What? Can we not talk about high school?
Were you? I'm sorry.
I know, we're talking about League. I didn't get into League till college.
Oh, sorry. I
Or
misunderstood.
heroin.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're on the same page again.
Yeah, League wasn't out when I was in. Or if it was the beta.
Whoops.
Because I think I got into League at the end of season 1, start of season 2. I remember Caitlyn and Mao.
Wow.
Yes.
Rumble had just released whenever I started.
Oh,
And I think Rumble was right after Maokai.
I think so, yeah. Your shop? Wow. There's none. I don't want any of these skins. See what you guys have done. I've opened up League.
Wow, dude. Can't believe we controlled you to get your hand and click on League.
We're enablers.
Terrible.
We're
But yeah, 3 minutes left. Dakota, yours looks like a failed 90s Nickelodeon mascot that then had a real hard life.
I can see it.
Like in his prime, he was a Nickelodeon mascot, but then the demographics sort of turned on him, and the company dropped him, and he spent all of his money. I don't know where, but nowhere good. Maybe he was the mascot for the Nickelodeon slime.
Oh, that's just Jack Gack. At it again.
Travis, when they split, who keeps the genitals?
No, it's right down the middle.
Oh, they each have one.
Yep.
Okay.
From tip to crown.
Just vivisected.
And I'll tell you why whenever we explain.
Awesome. I love lore. Let's get some lore in the show. Why is it called 10 paces? Why 10?
Well, you see, back in the days of yore, and obviously you can pick all these up by deciphering the secret messages hidden in all of our YouTube videos. So back in the ancient days, there was a unit of weight called a pace. And 10 paces or something set its inherent worth. And I'm only here to scream into the void and set my inherent worth as an artist, so I thought it was very apropos.
Hmm. Have you actually put secrets in the videos? Because
You'll have to watch them to find
I
out.
guess I haven't noticed it. Also, that's time. Good idea, yeah. I am very excited for the next one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite games.
Oh, yeah. Same here.
Honestly, I've thought about replaying.
Do it.
I will. Though I have other games I want to replay first.
Understandable.
Yeah. I've been thinking about streaming all the God of Wars.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It'd be fun, and they're not super long. Like, you could beat each one in like 2 or 3 streams.
Yeah. Let us know here.
I will let you know right here. And I already own them on PS3, so don't even have to go buy them.
Perfect.
I'm excited for Ragnarok to come out, which is the
Oh, yeah.
sequel to,
That was cool.
what is it, 2018 one?
Yeah.
Have you played any
Alright.
God of War, Dakota?
Again, no, but I've watched it.
Okay.
I've only played the original and not too far in.
Did you enjoy the slumber party minigame?
No, but I do remember the X-Play episode about it. Did I think I got that far? I'm not even sure.
It's like it's the very beginning. Like, you wake up on the ship.
Then I probably got to it.
Well, you literally start there. So
I probably got to it.
if you hit start and then start game and watch the cutscene.
I said I didn't get very far,
Did
man.
you watch the cutscene?
What cutscene?
Uh-oh. Alright.
It's the boner time minigame.
Yeah, boner time. Speaking of boner time, it's time to give you guys points. I think I'm
Alright.
getting better at these setups.
Yeah, that was a nice
It was
transition.
real smooth, real thematically apt, and just
The setup for boner time, or
the setup to dole out points.
I thought that was boner time.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It is. Okay. So, you guys can look at each other's. I mean, you always could on this one. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have.
I saw what Travis was doing. Sorry, I saw the applause button.
Yeah, that's new to me as well.
It's not new to the
that's-
stream.
How long has it been there?
2 or 3 weeks.
Holy shit, I had no idea whatsoever.
Beautiful goon.
God damn.
I have a folder in my sources just called bits.
God. Alright, Aaron, not Aaron, sorry. I don't like yours, Aaron, because you didn't do one. Travis, I love yours.
And likewise, like, I could definitely see stressing over that boss showing up.
Yeah,
I get the idea, because it's a stomach.
the idea was heartburn,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't want to go too on the nose with, like, something on fire.
fair.
I love that. And also I can imagine it doing like giant sweeping passes of acid.
Yeah.
If you do this one more, you should look up the boss cutaways whenever like you go to fight a boss, and then style it after that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Because that could be cool. And not very different than what you already have.
Yeah. I originally started with red pencil just because, and it turned out to lend itself extremely well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, no, it's kind of got that. I see why you feel like it had that '90s cartoon feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a washed-up Nickelodeon slime mascot.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Travis,
I see the slime. It was always a dream of mine to get slimed, but now I'm hesitant.
why? Why would you be hesitant?
That looks a lot more caustic than the stuff I would see at the Kids' Choice Awards.
So you're saying for your birthday I should not get you some slime from the 90s?
If it's actual 90s slime, I would cherish you forever.
Unless,
Also, if you blasted out of a cannon at my face for my birthday.
while you're asleep.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Slumber
you did the
party.
secret thing.
You snored! God, 90s slime by now has to be either... It has to be awful or, like, smell awful or be a rock.
I'm pretty sure it would be a rock, or like maybe in the center of the earth when it burned through the crust.
Pretty sure originally it was like made of oatmeal.
Oh, yeah, that's... Might check both boxes.
Yeah.
I forget.
But,
You know how...
for my...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna... No, I was just gonna talk about stuff. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, for my little dude, his name is Solomon.
Okay.
Because you know the story of Wise King Solomon, who,
Yeah.
two mothers are trying to lay claim to a baby, and so that he threatened to split it in half to see which mom cared more. And so that's where like the entire theming behind this one comes through. And then I give him a little Jughead crown.
I'm also... well, two things. I'm surprised that's not actually in the game. That's an extremely good concept.
Yeah.
There is...
And,
And everything is like super biblical.
yeah. The other thing was, that isn't actually a crown. Those things are a hat. Turns out they used to cut up hats and frame them that way back in the day.
Oh, just as a fashion thing, or?
Yep, and people only think it's a crown because of the way Jughead is drawn. And if anyone wants to fight me about this, this came right from the artist who drew Archie for 20 years. Because it hasn't been the first time someone's fought me on it. But yeah, no, that's a really good concept.
Fight you on.
Dude, there's so many people who like to tell me shit like that. It's weird. Like, I only bring these stories up because I, know these people.
There is a duo character in Binding of Isaac.
There is?
Yeah. There's like a two character playable character called Take of Indy Style.
Well, I know what we're doing one day on stream, Travis.
What's that?
We're gonna duo a character.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna get mad at me, and then it's gonna be you and Aaron doing it.
Where are you gonna be?
Licking my wounds from the verbal beatdown I'm most likely gonna get. I'm gonna pick up an item that ruins our build, and then just, I don't know, walk right into spikes, not understand. It's gonna be awful.
Well, there is a multi.
Oh, just straight up multiplayer? Well, shit. How many people?
2.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
god damn it. That means I have to have at least one friend.
Well, you can do it online.
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, you can rope us into it. We can be counted as friends for that.
I guess.
Yeah, as long as we're doing it on stream.
Yeah. purely for stream.
Yeah, we're not real life friends. It's don't be weird.
It's just for content. I mean, come on. Travis, I can't just give you 2 points because of the duo thing.
Well, hold on.
Give me twice as many tears as you were thinking of doing.
That would just be 4.
Well, you heard him. Don't deny the man.
Although I was just thinking 4, so wouldn't that be 8? Shit.
Man, you're doing.
But then it
You give out points.
On something.
Wait, but then it goes up to 16. Oh god. This doesn't stop. I'm doing the math, and the math, it does not check out.
It adds up, man.
Why didn't you just stop at like one of the multiplications? Are you stuck in a loop?
256.
He's stuck in a loop.
1024. Oh god.
I've broken them.
All right, Travis. I'm gonna give you. I really like your concept, and I think you nailed it on this one. I'm giving you the full tenor.
Ooh.
Full tenor.
That's a lot of sadness.
Yeah, that is a lot of sadness.
I want the alto then.
I'm sorry. Well, you're getting.
Never mind.
You're getting a soprano. Sorry.
Fuck. Well, actually, that's good. They're coveted, I guess.
Are they?
I don't know. They like to think so.
I mean, I'm sure every single vocalist is like, my specific branch is the best.
Yeah, I don't. Not a singer. Don't give a shit.
Okay. I think. Honestly, I really like yours too. I'll bring you up to 14. You got the full tenor as well.
All right.
I could see both of yours being there. I think they're both well executed. I think they're both gross in their own ways.
What do you mean? Being able to see all of the innards of a child is gross?
Yeah, a little.
Wow, that's science, baby.
That's true.
Hell
That's true.
yeah.
Maybe it's the hat.
It's that's what pushes
Yeah,
it over.
It's very trite and overplayed.
And
you're just not about that.
It looks like a crown and then a black head. And just a real big acne.
Oh yeah, it's very zit looking.
Yeah. So it looks like if you popped it, it would be some sweet chocolate.
Yeah, really. If you just change the... All right, should we go to a break and give Travis a minute to recover?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me just a sec.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Travis. Yeah. Hey, it means that we get to use the BRB screen. are back. Travis, I know you're a big fan of this next one. Why don't you go ahead and fill everyone in?
All right. So, we're getting deep into the psyche here, opening up the doors of perception into our minds, and touching on one of my favorite game series of all time, Psychonauts. And what they always do is they take a couple themes and kind of really blend them into a world, and it touches on, I don't know, mental health in a really thoughtful way. Definitely more so in the second one. But they, I don't know, they blend these themes together in just really interesting ways. And it never feels predictable, and that's what I really love about it. And so to accentuate on that, Dakota and I are going to take turns building a Psychonauts world. What do you think, 10 minutes at a time?
Your call, if it's 10 or 5. 10 feels fine.
Okay.
We can start off 5, just to get a little more back and forth. I think 5 would be good.
Yeah, that works.
We'll do 5.
I feel like my only concern is like 10 minutes of not drawing might feel a little bit boring for the person off.
True. You guys can also just do it at the same time if you want. Eventually.
Yeah. We can also just, be good people and ask each other when we want to jump in.
Sure.
Or jump out.
Just be like, tag out.
Oh god, I called Travis a friend and he's gone dark again.
Gone rogue.
Yeah, I'm really trying to distance that part of my public persona.
He doesn't
Being friends with you, that is.
have
No, that's
time.
fine. It's you've already poisoned all the Discord servers we share.
Yeah, it was Discord. It was poison to begin with.
Well, anyway, go ahead and start it off, Travis.
All right. So, you got a theme you're bringing to the table in mind?
A vague one, but it heavily depends on what you're doing on how to implement it. But there's a thematic.
All right. So,
You want me to hold on to it
I've
for
got
now?
to get. You're welcome to bring it in. I'm gonna lay down some rough groundwork here.
All right, I'll probably do the same for my first portion. So I've only seen the first half of the second game, but I actually have played, unlike the first 2 prompts, have played all the way through the first game.
You should definitely play the second game.
Oh yeah.
It's super good.
I don't know if I have a platform that can... Well, it's probably on PS4, right?
It's definitely.
Okay.
But it might also be on Mac. I don't know.
Maybe, who knows? I mean...
It's on Steam.
Yeah, but
I could check, but I won't do it right now.
The second one, because I think they did deal with Microsoft, may not be available on Mac.
in May of this year, it came out on Linux and Mac.
Oh, cool.
So it's on everything, pretty much. Except for Switch.
Yeah, because it was such a weird one. Like, they crowdfunded it, and so I think they had stretch goals for the different platforms they were releasing it on. Then Microsoft stepped in, and they're like, hey, we'll give you a fuck ton of money to release it on our stuff first.
Yeah, I don't know what the timing of it was. What had happened is Microsoft bought them and then continued.
Like they bought Double Fine,
Yeah.
or
Microsoft has owned Double Fine for a
oh,
while.
I wasn't aware of that actually. I am out of the loop.
It happened. You remember when Keanu did the "You're breathtaking" thing at E3?
Yeah.
That was the same year.
Simpler times.
Yep. I think it was like 2018.
I think that was. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because I was
18 or 19.
yeah, I was visiting friends at the time when that all happened. I hope that Microsoft doesn't shit all over Double Fine. I hope they just let them.
They seem to be learning their lesson. Let's hope it's a trend that continues.
Yeah, I mean, with Rare, they finally made a good game after like a decade of doing nothing. That being Sea of Thieves. I like Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, like I kind of wrote it off out the gate
Mhm.
just because of No Man's Sky syndrome, but they've added a lot to the game.
I also feel like they didn't promise nearly as much as Sean Murray and No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, very few have
That's true.
after that incident.
Look,
But
looking at you, Todd Howard.
yeah, boy howdy, fucking what a genre to have an anticipated game in, especially after No Man's Sky has claimed both the best and worst spot for that across the timeline.
Yep.
well, it's easy to make those claims if they've already been done.
See, here's the thing. The ace in the hole that Bethesda has is that they know people are going to mod it anyway and finish it themselves.
True, but they also do have a new boss that said, no, push the release date back, you're making this better.
Fuck yeah. I didn't know about that.
Oh, he straight up told Bethesda on 2 of their projects to go fuck themselves, get back to work. In corporate speak.
Yeah,
He was not having it.
that's great. I am so happy to hear that.
So it's go fuck yourself, get back to work. Best regards, E CEO.
Y'all coming to the ice cream social?
I put some salt on your ice cream for you, Todd. What was that? Oh, I don't need
You know he has to be low sodium.
oh, what a husk of a man. Aaron, I don't need this up still, do I, my capture?
No. Also, it's been 5
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead and take some more
Sure,
time.
I'll
if you
trade
want.
off.
Oh,
Nah, I think it'll be better for the prestige if
all right.
I don't introduce my element just yet. Let me release this layer.
I was just gonna do it on a different one. You want to do it on the same?
Just in case you want to touch on this one at all.
Oh, okay,
Like
gotcha.
we kind of discussed, feel free to act destructively.
This is just me testing pen pressure, just so we're on the same page. Okay.
With Psychonauts 2, they actually got trained professionals to work with for all the like mental health stuff instead of just
That makes
kind of
sense.
taking a whack at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a subject that's very, I don't know, of the time. So, Psychonauts 1, they touched on, I don't know, more theatric, psychiatric issues.
Yeah.
Whereas 2, like, it's definitely an era to be more cognizant and thoughtful about mental health.
Yeah. What we've probably talked about this before, but what's your favorite level in either of them?
My go-to is usually Black Velvetopia.
Oh yeah, we've definitely talked. Oh,
I love Black Velvetopia. In the new one, I really love the
hospital one.
puppet, like,
Oh yeah,
cooking
yeah.
show one. I thought that was just I don't know, like I said before, it's a bunch of themes that come together in just like a way I would not expect them to be
Yeah.
utilized. How about you?
Hmm. I always loved the Milkman conspiracy. That one's just really fun for a lot of reasons. I like the paranoia of it with all the G-men. I like that it felt the most like a point and click. Like it was a lot of
Yeah.
getting the right items to access the right
Oh,
areas.
they're precious.
So I thought that was cool because that's not exactly how a lot of them feel. As a younger person, I thought that the Waterloo level was really good. Now it's kind of hard to go back to it and appreciate it as much because I just know it all. So there's no like piecing it together and feeling it out. So it makes
Because yeah, when you first play it, it actually feels like a bit of a strategy game.
yeah. Forgot what I was gonna say. Which is no fault of yours. I hope that they do another one. It's more popular than ever, so there's a chance. Though I'd much rather them do like a Brutal Legend 2 or something like that next. Or maybe I never beat Grim Fandango. Maybe
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I did not beat Grim Fandango either. I kind of came to
A wall.
I don't know, a wall, yeah. I was doing it on stream actually, but then I kind of stopped streaming video games for a while because I was just too busy at the time. But yeah, I was playing it, and it's really tough to go back to one of those old point and clicks just because like it doesn't feel intuitive.
Yep. I know exactly what you mean. That's actually something that Ron Gilbert, the guy that makes Monkey Island, he worked with Tim Schafer, a long time ago. That's actually something that he discussed with the new Monkey Island, is that they're really taking it to modern standards and figuring out what that means.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's been 5 minutes.
All right, have fun.
Alright, let's do this.
Dakota, same question for you. What's your favorite level that you played or seen?
It was originally going to be the Milkman one for me as well. I really enjoyed their portrayal of a paranoid man.
I agree.
It was super fun. If I would play that now, given the fact that we see lots of, let's say, paranoid and delusional individuals over simple everyday things, I would enjoy it much less.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So.
There was a YouTuber I watched that had a psych degree that went into each level of Psychonauts and like what they symbolize and like deeper meanings and stuff, and that was really cool. It really makes me wish that I had a psych degree just to see the game in a new light.
Yeah. Like, they touch on some really interesting stuff, even without like the I don't know, the finesse that they really brought to the second one. They really touched on a whole lot of different factors in the first one.
I wish I just didn't have anything to add. I wish that they had given Sasha a real level.
Yeah.
Because it really is just a tutorial and a boss fight.
Yeah, to be able to actually explore his mind.
And I mean, it's cool when you think about, he's a very guarded and tightly knit, I guess, person.
Yeah.
So I mean, it works thematically, but I still think it'd be more fun to have an actual level.
And it would have been a good one to go into in a sequel.
Yeah.
But I do love the way they expounded upon the Psychonauts as an
Oh,
organization.
absolutely. And
Yeah, because it's really just a bunch of old hippie dudes.
yep. I mean, that's what they actually called themselves, the Psychonauts. Which I'm sure
Yeah.
you know, yeah. Hippies that experimented with drugs to see more.
Expand their
Yeah.
consciousness.
And I like that in the second one, they didn't really shy away from that. Like, they didn't outright say it.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't have to.
Well, they talked about the big machine that expanded their consciousness.
Yeah.
And how they just kind of got together in a yurt and
Vibe.
hung out doing psychic shit.
Yep. It's definitely, I'd actually considered speedrunning Psychonauts 1 back in the day. Because it's got some cool tech, and I've played it enough to know the levels pretty well.
Yeah. And I love the HD re-releases.
Oh yeah? I haven't seen it. Of Psychonauts?
They HD re-released the first game, and then they had the VR lead-in for the
Second one?
second game. Yeah.
Yeah, Rhombus Ruin is cool. I played it once, just so I could say that I've played it.
I don't have VR, so I just watched
Uh-huh.
it just so I could,
Yeah.
be ready for the next game.
It's definitely a needed game to play. There's events that happen that just would not make sense if you didn't. At the very least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it throws you in immediately.
I really like that. Like, it just feels like this is a continuation and not just another game. And I like how they sort of revert you back to basics. It's been 5 minutes.
And go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Curious what you were doing, because I was actually going to do something like right around there too.
Oh, I mean, feel free to act destructively.
Yeah, that's the whole.
No. I think our themes are going to work. I don't know if I'm reading yours correctly. We'll see.
If you're not, it's a failure on my part.
That just means
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not.
Mine's pretty simple when you get into it. Sorry to cut you
No,
off,
you're
Aaron.
good. That just means that I'm not going to say what I think anything is. There's a window. Windows logo and a site. Never mind.
That doesn't look right.
Any games coming out on the horizon that you're interested in, Travis?
There's the one that just came out, Stray.
Stray's good. I was playing it.
Hell yeah.
I really like it. It was also really fun making the cat meow, and then my cat's freaking out. Like they were just trying to.
That's
They were trying to
delightful.
find the other cat, and at one point,
Yeah, I've been
huh,
I've been babysitting a cat this week.
so you have two in your house?
And... nope, it's the
Oh,
one.
okay.
Just I have to pay much more attention to it now.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm like,
Evan.
this is something we could do together.
Yeah.
But I don't know the game yet, so
I enjoy it. I'm taking my time with it, really exploring the world. It's got pretty good music. It's pretty fun. Like it's not. There's not a whole lot of like gameplay elements or whatever. It's a lot of just exploration and just seeing what from the eyes of the cat.
would you say it's like Journey-like, or is it more freeform?
It's more freeform than that. Journey, you can't really deviate much at all. It's more open. I don't want to say open world because that implies scale. That it's more like open zone, where like you have
Mm-hmm.
you have like an underground city district that you can run around in.
Gotcha. How about you?
Where do I
Any
make
games
it?
you looking at?
There we go. Sorry, trying to figure out how to make a new layer. Yes, I'm very excited for 2. Midnight Suns,
Oh yeah.
which is like Firaxis Marvel. It includes some of my favorite Marvel characters on top of it just being and it's a card game. I'm like, fucking just play more to my heart if you could, please.
Midnight Suns is a card game?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The combat system has cards. It's not
Oh, okay.
not like TCG-ish, but it's Slay the Spire-esque type of card game more so than. Right. This is just me blocking in color so you understand what I'm doing, Travis.
Okay.
Oh yeah, saving me what I was gonna do.
Well, good news. It's been 5 minutes, so you can continue on the first layer.
You keep drawing while I block in, yeah.
Because it's co-op.
Let's get some progress.
I'm thinking if you guys want to, at about 25 minutes, you guys can just start. By then, you're gonna have a lot of the basic elements, I would imagine. You guys can just...
Yeah,
But
I feel like you want to start talking about it so we can start.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know if it's reading, but my basic concept is that whole mantra of like your body as a machine, take good care of it, but it internalized in a toxic manner, to where you keep an eye on everything you do in an unhealthy way.
okay.
Okay, yeah, I really like that. Like, I got the mechanical elements, obviously, but I love that, I don't know, hyper-perspective or hyper-perceptive aspect of it. Mine isn't nearly as well thought out. It's just bakery stuff.
Okay, it was a croissant.
Yeah, and in the hand here is like a bread knife.
That's what that
Or not a
was.
bread knife, it's a dough knife.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I would have known that if I ever used one when I was a baker. I did it all by hand.
Yeah, but I just kind of wanted to play into the element of like having a sweet tooth as a coping mechanism.
Wow, our things go hand in hand.
Yeah, they do.
I do like that you went for the tougher of the sweet tooth options with the bakery. Like, it's a little more nuanced than he likes candy.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with liking candy, chat.
It is alright.
I want candy, bubblegum, and taffy.
Yeah. Except to me, you're only gonna get fast. So bad, Dad.
So proud of you.
You remember any of that?
Proud that I remember that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down with MCP.
I saw him just last week, and I don't remember that much.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't remember if Aaron was there for that episode or not.
No, because it was the day after we did. I saw him last
Thursday,
Wednesday, so we had the Thursday stream.
Gotcha. Oh, Travis, I'm gonna do something that might help us out.
I wasn't sure if it was a croissant or a scorpion tail. Which isn't your... Right.
Until you added the ridges, I thought it was actually bones.
Then deviant little me thought that jumping on dude.
Wow!
Oh.
See it?
You know what? Here, I'm gonna make the background slightly purple to keep things analogous. Oh, you added some... I just realized what you added to the robot. It took me a minute.
Yeah.
So what are the pastries on...
A temple, but it's okay to indulge.
What are the, I need to turn my opacity up. What are the, pastries or fillings or whatever on the, little ridge down here?
The axle.
Oh, I don't know. They could be licorice or, like, frosting.
What do you think the well, one, what do you think the person whose mind this is would be like?
This feels very close to home for me, personally.
Honestly, yeah, it feels like somebody who's generally in good shape but hyperfixates on any time they indulge in a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Not to call you out like that, buddy, but...
Ooh,
seems...
like, open me up and read me.
Yeah, remember that comment yesterday about reading me like a book? Well, touche, motherfucker.
Oh no, it goes both ways.
When you open your mind to me, I open my mind to him.
That's the drift, baby.
Then my second question is, what do you think the boss is?
I feel like the most apt thing, and it's a little weird, but I feel like it would be a mirror.
I'm not sure how that would work, but
Neither would I, but I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And it would probably just be showing different things to contradict and guilt the Mr. Knot.
Dig that. Because my first thought was a lot less introspective. It was like a robot where you're literally just clogging up the gears with, you know, cake and frosting and stuff, but it's only effective because it's so hard on itself whenever that happens.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Like, it's not actually a problem, but it's just immediately portrayed as one.
Yeah.
Do you think the pastry stuff around the apple would sort of clog it up and make it not work?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Raz has to unclog it to get this mechanism to work.
But then maybe also later down the line use some sweets or whatever to actually like lubricate or make it work, to show that it's okay to use it in moderation.
Yeah, like have the
Yeah.
second half be a backtrack.
That'd be cool.
It's dichotomous, so yeah, like you're saying, like you it's about cutting out, excess sweets and stuff, but also using them where applicable. So they have a place in the level. You don't have to cut them out entirely.
Side fucky lines.
Just doing some trade.
Yeah, basically, just hard edging, because I think Travis and I were feeling out the ideas with the rough. And since we're just kind of working at the same time now.
Yeah, I was gonna say about like 20 or 30 you guys.
Yeah. I do want to kind of reinforce that, ooh, I was originally going to have the chef robot, well, now chef robot, on wires that, like, were dragged across the stage, keeping an eye on Raz the whole time.
Yeah.
But now it can be, like, strings of licorice.
Oh.
Or, like, tubes of pastry filling, something like that.
Ooh, that's a nasty brush. Sure am.
I do like in Psychonauts that the person whose world it is also in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That Raz actually interacts and tries to help them help themselves.
Right.
I think that
I mean, that's the only way you can overcome.
true. Because I mean, they even tried to in the second one show what happens when you force a change onto someone. It did not go well.
I think I actually
Mhm.
saw that level
Yeah,
too,
the
which I thought was a nice touch.
hospital one.
Yeah, it took me a second to remember. I was thinking of the gambling,
It's
but
the same thing.
Same level.
yeah.
Can I add here to fit this theme?
Oh, it's been 5 minutes.
Who cares?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they were just kind of
No,
brief.
I was being an asshole.
it is perfectly fine. As for games that I'm excited for, I mentioned God of War earlier. I'm excited for the new Pokemon. Even if they don't change much, I'll play it.
Ultraviolet and
Yeah. And the other one, I don't know, I'm getting purple. So I'm not complaining because I finally get purple. What are some other games? I just talked about this. I mean, I don't remember. There was like probably 6 games coming out over the next couple months.
Oh, the Mega Man Battle Network collection's a huge one for me personally.
You know, I'll probably get it and try them out. Like I said, I've only tried out the one that's not like the others.
Yeah, Chip Challenge.
No.
The general concept is there with like, but the play is very
Network.
different. Yeah,
That's
that
the
one.
only one I've played. Which I don't even know why I got it, because I am not good at Mega Man. But I guess as a kid I was just like, fuck it, I'll get this, it's cool.
But it turns out you don't need to be good at Mega Man.
No. You don't need to be good at Mega Man. Also, it's real hard. I think I never got past the second boss because it was just so fucking hard.
That game is unironically like the hardest of the series. If I turn the canvas, does it turn for you?
I'll try it.
I assume not, because you didn't immediately go, what the actual
Nope.
fuck?
Oh, I can't wait until we get channel points. Flip the canvas can be one of them, even though it's not that hard to draw upside down, I'm sure. Is, but isn't.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing you can do to someone.
Well, that can be a cheap one.
Control Z
Oh.
is going to be one for sure,
Oh,
right? There's going to have to be a
That'll be
control.
a cheap one.
Yeah, they'll have to tell us which one too,
Yeah.
because I would say we could just have one for both Travis and I, but then we would need one for guest as well.
Yeah, and I mean, you can
Mhm.
turn them on and off, so we would just do everyone and then the individual ones. And just make the everyone like 2.5 times expensive or something.
Now you have to de-incentivize it, so it... No, I guess it only makes sense to give a discount. I was gonna say make it more expensive to do it to everybody at once, but then you could just buy all 3 of them.
True.
Or however many.
Well, you can put a cooldown on redemptions, so that might factor in.
And I mean, it's just one Control Z or whatever. Would you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it'd be more, but if it's one Control Z, who cares?
But if you have multiple people doing it.
True.
And I don't know if you would want to do something like, if it controls these like the entire whatever. Try something. That might just throw off your groove, though.
I think Control Z is a gamba on the redemption side, because if I happen to Control Z and it's just that, sucks to suck. Redeem it at a better time, loser.
Yeah. How dare you judge the lag incorrectly?
Well, funny part is, like, if I'm sitting there just like coloring in a whole block of something, and I haven't let go of my mouse, and they hit me with it, well...
And no Control Y or whatever it is on that.
I don't know
No
what
redo.
you're referring to.
You can.
Oh, yeah.
You could undo, but you could also redo. And I think on Windows it's Control Y.
Yeah, no, on Windows it is. It should be Control Shift Z instead of just Control Z.
I guess I'm just thinking of Word,
Yeah.
because that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I have done art on both Windows and Mac, so...
All I know is we're gonna have a bunch of channel points.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So invite your friends. You're close, everybody.
We need just a couple more follows, and then
We need 4 more follows.
we can get
And then things will really start popping off, right?
Yeah. We already know what we're probably doing for the affiliate stream. It may not be immediate due to reasons, but It'll happen.
Yeah.
And it'll be the most fun we've ever had, and maybe ever will.
Oh no.
It might be dangerous.
Way to cap it off. It's such a...
Oh no, I've had fun once or twice. You have some competition.
I've heard of fun before.
I zoomed out for the first time in a while, Travis. I like this.
Where were you zoomed in?
On Raz, I was giving him highlights.
I should have guessed. Yeah.
Nah, too much.
Can you give the bread knife a little like star gleam?
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of cross shapes, I'm at the point where Zoro is all bandaged up. Sanji's carrying him around like he's a guy from Trigun.
Yeah.
I thought that too when I saw it.
Yeah, I thought that was a reference. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's a reference to the fact that Zoro and Sanji are born again Christians.
Clearly.
Sanji's got some work then.
No, he kind of fits right in.
The robot kind of makes me think, what if the Iron Giant was a chef?
The Iron Chef Giant.
Oh, it'd be cool if the robot's vision was like heating up the bread knife.
There you go. You got a little bit of lens
Thank
flare.
Is the big hand coming out of the gear?
Yeah, I think it kind of moves in different, like, rotational patterns with the gear.
Are you okay, Dakota?
Sure.
Okay.
Where's my gradient tool?
Up your butt. Got him.
That's a good gradient,
He's going
man.
rogue. Uh-oh.
I'm not being toxic. Shut up.
Discord censored you for a second.
Let's...
Yeah, use what...
I've been having some internet troubles. I'm not shocked.
Yeah, we banned the word toxic.
What are you, Twitch? Calm down.
Only Britney Spears is allowed to say it in this channel.
That's right.
What if it's a cover?
Nope. Only Britney Spears. She trademarked the word toxic.
Oh boy, she's gonna have a lot of money here real soon.
Yeah, she's in partnership with Riot Games.
Oh, the machine feeds itself.
Hey, all they saw was money.
Oh god.
What?
That was a square tool.
Oh. Do remember you can copy and paste images into here.
God, no, I'm just gonna have to do a background the fucking right way.
By hiding the other layers and writing underneath.
No, I'm not gonna hide anything. If I turn off a layer, it probably messes with Travis, so I don't want to.
We can't interact effectively with layers we own, or
okay,
the other
but
owns.
I can do
yeah,
this.
but it shows.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, so just warn me before you do that. Ooh, yeah. I get optic migraines. What else is new?
I feel like a bad person now.
I think it was mostly you.
Mostly?
Yeah.
Dakota, there's no feeling like bad people on this show.
Yeah, we're enemies here.
Well, watch
Despite the fact that we're collaborating.
You're still trying to win.
What are you talking about? I figured we were just gonna, decide one of us has ownership after this and mint it as an unspeakable.
You guys,
I was
did,
gonna say the word.
blacklist those words in Twitch chat.
Thank you, actually.
at the end of this, you guys are gonna rock, paper, scissors for it.
Well, I pick laser gun.
Okay, we're playing Connect 4.
Okay, well, I pick laser gun.
I pick normal gun.
I think Dakota wins here.
Oh yeah, that is cooler than a laser
Well,
gun.
it's
Well,
more
that's
so,
not-
more feasible.
Yeah.
It's more likely he has a laser or a normal.
I'm just saying it's less likely a normal gun's gonna be genetically coded to only work for one person.
This is true.
Are we going like never mind. I know what we're doing. But
Never mind. That wasn't gonna.
no. I was gonna ask what skin tone we should go on hand, and then I'm like, you know what? He's got a good base. I'm gonna work off it.
Grubby.
Just purplish, keeping it within the color tones.
Is this at all what you expected it to turn out like?
No.
No, but I think coming into a prompt like this with expectations is
The wrong way?
Oh.
Yeah. What's up, Kyra?
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome to the stream.
We're in the tail end of it. I'm glad to be here. How's your night?
Hey,
Capacity on this brush.
hey, Aaron. Can you unlock your lair?
Probably. I forgot I was even in a lair.
Yeah, well, it's above Travis's lair, and I could use that. Perfect, thank you.
I'm all for doing less.
This layer. Where am I drawing?
No, I cannot. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Travis, what did you... Are you filling?
Kinda.
Okay, you're hitting the robot hand over here, too.
Oh, yeah.
Are you filling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Aaron?
The first mental instability. Oh, we should do that. We should do a Psychonauts world in the mind of Mr. Krabs.
Boy, howdy.
So it's gotta be sailor and money
Yeah.
themed.
maybe something else. Maybe something to throw it in. Like he's secretly attracted to plankton.
What do you mean secretly?
Proud to say.
I haven't seen SpongeBob in quite some time. I don't know. Yeah, SpongeBob X Psychonauts. You can go inside the mind of Mr. Krabs and Plankton. Ooh, Squidward.
This is just gonna be a pitch for a dating sim.
And Sandy Cheeks.
You scared me with that one, Travis. I see why you didn't like me doing that earlier.
And Larry the Lobster. Oh,
Yeah.
this is Larry the Lobster's world.
Yeah, his body is a chitinous
Yep.
machine.
And Pearl, Bubble Buddy. That would be some dread.
It's already dread. What the fuck are you
That's
talking
true.
about?
I think it'd be very zen,
Bubble Buddies?
coming to terms with the inevitability of death.
Of your 10-minute shelf life.
Yeah. He does go off to heaven at the end of that
That's
episode.
fucking true. And you can go in the world of Patchy, the pirate.
Oh yeah, I love that. Start to take on a like a Kingdom Hearts element.
Why not just have Sora in there too?
Put SpongeBob in Smash, you cowards.
Oh, they should. They got Steve already. Those are related.
Yeah.
See, who else could they put in Smash? They could put Lloyd from the Alien show.
Lost in
No.
Space? Or Lloyd in Space?
Yeah,
The one with his name in it.
I really could not remember.
One of those two.
There's about 10 minutes.
Tell you what, in celebration of that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I believe it.
There's a lot. I might have deleted a layer by accident. What happened to that?
Uh-oh.
Oopsie
Dakota's
doops.
gonna be pissed.
No, don't tell.
No one tell. Don't tell. He doesn't even...
I just made a new layer. Where did it even
You can try
go?
telling him in chat. He doesn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, his ass.
Idiot. I mean, you know where he went to school. I'm not surprised.
The fact that we know how to read is nothing short of an anomaly.
I only know how to read because of the internet and video games. School taught me nothing.
Video games only taught me to be violent and to hail
Yeah.
Satan.
And sexist.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't know what these words even mean.
To live my male power fantasy.
Uh-huh. And that armor on girls should be smaller.
Yeah. Finally, someone who gets it.
Preach, my brother, preach.
Not sure what I came back into.
We're talking about the good things that video games have taught us. Like violence and sexism.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We also talked about oh wait, can't tell you.
Great. Nice red herring.
It's not a red herring if it's true.
Wow, dude. Why are you keeping secrets? Why you gotta be
You
this
went
way?
to the bathroom. We were talking on a public forum. You'll just have to catch the VOD on YouTube.
All right, let me go open it
Yeah,
now.
go find 10 Paces on YouTube
10
and
Paces
figure out what we were saying previously.
Yeah,
I was gonna collaborate some more with Travis, but not after this horse
10
shit.
Paces show. Right? Yeah.
The YouTube one's still up in the air. Until we hit 100 subscribers.
What happens at 100?
We can actually pick a custom URL.
Oh, dope.
Until then, it's just a string of letters and numbers.
Man, I can't wait. That's when we make it big. That's when we can tell people, go here. Instead of, try to find it. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, if you just search 10 Paces on YouTube right now, like, we've got it.
Oh. Did not know this.
Did me putting a border on it make you realize?
Yeah. That.
All right, Travis. What do we got? We got 6 minutes about. What do you think we need to do? What's our last second change?
I don't know. Like, I defer to your discretion, because...
I mean, I'm pretty happy with it once you finish the robot back there. Good choice not to make it completely black, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just hitting some accents.
Sorry, I had to do that.
What's
Yeah, I'm just gonna clean up some auxiliary stuff, but I'm happy with where it's at. Otherwise,
what's the boxes by the oven? To the right of the robot, to the left of the oven.
I think it was going to be some more of
oh,
the oven,
that's a.
but I figured it was pretty inconsequential.
Okay. I was just curious.
Sorry, I jumped in there. I misunderstood which thing you were asking about.
Yeah, the part that someone's on.
Me.
That'd be a fun game one day, Travis. We draw stuff and make Aaron guess who's drawing it.
I think it'd be really fun for the both of us, because then we'd have to try and
Emulate the other person.
Yeah.
imitate each other's styles, but that might also be very insightful for the both of us.
That's
Well, then we also are just playing like double Russian roulette with Aaron, being like, "Am I just being me?"
oh, that
Yeah, am I sussy, or am I actually doing tasks?
Yeah, it's just drawing Among Us, man. Come on.
let's start a new series called
Among Us.
Sussy or Bussy.
Oh my god, I fucking hate it. Count with fire.
Yeah, I don't know that I have anything else to add. Like, it
Yeah, I'm good.
doesn't feel obscene as a composition, and thank you for that, because you really brought it all together.
It was pure coincidence. I did the robot head and went, he's kind of looking at Raz. That was it. That was the deepest connection.
Yeah, I think that cone of light really helped bring everything else together.
Oh, actually,
You created a light source, and that was, like, tremendous for this whole piece.
I do want to add something.
I do have one request.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll allow it.
Just on the gear on the left side, there's a little like triangle of purple. In like the middle of the gear with yep, right there. Oh,
It's gone.
thank you.
Oh yeah, scratch that itch.
Bugged me, I'm sorry. Oh no, it's back.
I did see it. I just,
Yeah.
Sorry. I wanted to go over the outlines in the cone with a little bit of yellow to help. Sell it.
What is going
Sorry, I'm
on?
It scared me.
trying to find where this shadow is so that I can get rid of it and make it more cohesive with the light
The
source.
shadow on Raz?
Underneath Raz.
It's on. It was the first thing you drew. That helps.
Unfortunately, it does not. I think it's been drawn over on several layers.
Well, you can just color it in and then redraw it.
Yeah.
I felt like that's the easiest shit solution.
Got it.
Yeah.
I fixed the border, I think.
I think so. I wasn't gonna comment on it, but I think so.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't as important as the fucking purple goddamn triangle.
You fucker.
It's a part of the level.
Okay. It's icing.
Sorry, hold on.
What are you doing now? Oh, great.
Anyway,
We'll fucking. I don't know what I'm trying to think of. Fucking children's zoo
too late, joke's not funny. It's too late.
zoo books.
It's too late. Alright, I'm gonna leave this, because I can still see it on stream. Bye.
Oh, you're just done. Okay.
Well, yeah, aren't we?
I mean, we can be. There's still
Yeah, I
a
think
minute
so.
left.
Oh,
I don't know what
no.
else we would do.
Yeah, we just put finishing touches on it.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah, quit trying to force it on us, man.
We'll force everything in my power.
That sounds like one hell of a power trip and also a one-way ticket to jail.
If I go to jail, the stream goes with me.
That's not true. Travis has a copy.
That's true.
Oh, it's so much work.
So much.
Never mind. Maybe it does. Maybe it does.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
what are you calling this world?
Confection and perfection.
Okay, I can get down with that.
I mean, I don't really have anything to add to it. Perfect.
All right. I mean, this was
Fun stream.
Yeah, it went. I think
Yeah.
went pretty well altogether.
You guys want to show the other one real quick?
My shit's already shut down, so no.
Yeah, I'll pull mine up anyway.
Yeah, let Travis be the hero, since I have been the zero. Maybe I can get my
maybe.
it back up.
Yeah. So this one was weak as fuck,
That's a warm up.
but yeah, I felt warmed up. And that's how we get somewhere like here. Oh god.
Whoa,
I didn't
that's
realize it'd be visible
that's-
through.
that's
Oh.
funky.
Oh, that is weird.
Wait, what?
he has them on the same dock.
I have some opacity going on with the
Oh, that's
Binding of
wild.
Isaac one. That played really cool.
Yeah, I like it.
That's fun. Yeah, we both had a prompt today that played with opacity. Mine not quite as interactive as yours, but you know what? Here, let's no, because my background wasn't opaque, so or transparent rather. So, what happens if
So
I?
the themes.
Doesn't work for
I
mine.
missed it. Damn. The themes were Majora's Mask. They both got invisibility and did not know it, at least for a while. And then Binding of Isaac. And they took those in two very different ways. It looks kind of like if yours was an Isaac, it was wrung out.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta squeeze your
Yeah.
children. Love and affection,
I've
all
seen
that.
The Simpsons.
Don't have a cow,
Yeah.
man.
So not the drum. Wait, that's Kim Possible. All right, that's all I got.
I could. Yeah. All right. We're
Yeah,
done.
we're
here.
done. Do you guys have anyone you want to mention before we go? Anyone you want to raid?
Thank you to my brother Giovanni. I have a car again.
Thank you, Giovanni. You are a pretty good gym leader.
He gets that way more than you'd ever
I'm
think.
sure it's like a very low hanging fruit.
You think what I'm thinking on who to raid, Travis?
Is it Jasky?
I'm sure we're all on the same page.
Yep. Okay. We'll just send it.
It's Gothic.
Oh, hell yeah.
Gothic Bay is streaming. Before we go though, I wanted to shout out to Panic Mechanics. Some really cool people who make resin cast replicas of animal skeletons.
Oh, that's cool.
And so they make them super accurate for educational purposes, but then they do really cool artistic customizations of them.
That sounds really neat. You'll have to show me those.
Yeah. Panic Mechanics on Instagram is the best way to find them. But yeah, I say we take this party over to Spooky, who has shown us so much love and support.
Yeah, send them our affection. We'll be there as well. Catch you guys every Monday around 8 p.m. And then typically every Thursday around the same time, 8 p.m. Central. Did you have any idea what you're doing for this one, this Thursday? Is it just not just it, but is it a touch-up one?
Let the spirit of the Lord move me.
So, I mean, tune in and find out, I guess.
Maybe it'll be a Bible study.
That could be fun.
Oh, we could make this a fucking party.
Oh, heavens, yes.
You want to know some stuff about the Bible? Oh boy, do I know some weird things.
You know, that could actually be a really fun stream. We'll talk about it. Alrighty. Our socials are located, under the stream. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Check them all out. Follow them. We're real close to 50 followers on Twitch. And then we get channel points and stuff, and we'll really be able to kick this into the next year, the next era of Tin Pace.
Maybe even the fifth
Maybe
gear.
even the fifth gear, the fabled fifth gear. Okay.
The Super Saiyan 5.
Super Saiyan 6. I know, it's crazy. That's beyond Super Saiyan. Alright, we'll catch you guys.
That's impossible!
There's no way that could be right. Alright. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're clear.
How brain dead are you?
Very, if it wasn't apparent.
Let me.
Yeah.
Yep, so am I.
Oh.
Also, I was talking about Bible study, but I have a bunch of satanic imagery painted on my fingernails.
Oh, that's dope. I've got.
Did it for the Oddities Expo. It's where I saw Panic Mechanics at. It's like sideshow stuff, but more in a convention format.
I've known so many people with 3 nipples.
So they have like a bunch of vendors bringing a bunch of weird art and human bones, and They have like sideshow performers.
That sounds cool. I have to go feed some
Yeah.
angry kittens, so I'll see you guys later.
All right, deuces.
Yep.